Hello, in this video we'll learn the setup required for controlling your home light or your home device accessories from anywhere in the world. For that, your home device should be connected to a Wi-Fi, a home Wi-Fi or any other Wi-Fi, always active. And we should be using a microcontroller which supports connection to the Wi-Fi. In this case, I'm using ESP8266, and also it is connected to a Bluetooth as well as a Arduino Uno. So it has multiple controls. My home device is capable of connecting to Wi-Fi. At the same time, my home device can be controlled through internet as well as Wi-Fi, page, and a Bluetooth. So all three can be controlled. So in this case, I'll be explaining the coding requirement for controlling the light from internet from anywhere in the world. So let's see the coding setup before we actually do the coding. So this is the ThingSpeak services. They provide connection to your ESP from an access also can be done. So for that setup, the free service requires that you log in, sign on to the site, and set up few parameters. So you have to create a channels that will give you access to your private view, public view, settings required, API key. So when you set up the API key, it creates API key here. As you can see, it gives you a read, write API key, both the keys required. You note down these keys here that you'll be using in your Arduino code or any code you are using it. Apart from that, you'll be setting up doing channel settings. So I'm using currently using the field 1. So there are total 8 fields. So we'll see how to use these fields. Okay, and this field can be updated from your Arduino codes. So note down these fields also. The fields names doesn't matter here. They're just the sequence of the field is more important. So once we are done with these setups, we can send the data to the program. This is done by go to API key, and you'll find the settings here. So this is the way you send data to your program. The field 1 is the first field, field 2, field 3, field 4, up to field 8 you can send data, and those data will be received in your program every 20 seconds. For paid services it updates every 1 second, but for free services it just updates every 20 seconds. So we have set up our channels. We can set up 2 channels, free channels, and we can send data for 8 fields, and we can receive data also. So once we are done, we can see the public view. So depending on the data you're sending or data received from your program, you can display the data here. So 1 means I've sent 1 to my first field, field 2 is empty, and this is a visual display of the status of the first field, second field, and these are the data I have received from my program, from my Arduino programs. So this is how we can display it. You can change, there are some other graphics display also there, those things. For that, it is not really required technically or for control purpose. This is just for tracking the data on how exactly what is happening, because sometimes you may send data but it might not have updated. So for that you have to clear the channels and you have to do the things here. So once we are done with the setting of the fields, channels, everything, let's go back to our program and we'll see how the coding part is done and how those fields are accessed. So this is my Arduino code. So for accessing those fields, we have to use a header file, thingspeak.h. These are other header files for connecting to Wi-Fi. We need those type of services. We have noted down those read key and write key. I'm doing many things here, those are not required. So once the connection is done, we can start accessing the data. So this is my first field using this read APK, the field name and the channel ID you have to use. So once you can start accessing the data. So this is the 4 fields I'm using accessing, but I'm using currently the 1 field. So once this access is done, read is done, those data will be available to us, 0 or 1 for controlling the light. This is just will trigger a relay through the Arduino code, and then its light is on, turned on and off. Pump set can be controlled. So those things are going to. At the same time, what you can do is you can actually update this data to your ThingSpeak site. So it will actually show whether the field was used properly or not. was it able to turn on or off lights. So if this is a way of feedback process, and this works. This is my website page for Wi-Fi page, so this is not required for current topic of the video. So I'm sending data from my local page, Wi-Fi page, to ThingSpeak page, just to see if the light was turned on or turned off. But it takes some time to get updated. So if it is not getting updated in a minute or two, then refresh the pages and try it again. It should work. So this is my code for controlling the lightings and pump sets and sensors also. So this is a way you can design your home tracking system also using motion sensor. So motion sensor will send data to the page, and that is the way you can track. I mean, this is a lower, very lowest version of tracking some home security kind of things. So once this is done, we'll look at the part which sends data from your ThingSpeak to your Arduino code. So let's see how that works. So this is my ThingSpeak link which sends data. So as you can see here, it says api.thingspeak.com. Then it sends use the read key here, and then we're sending the field 1 data. And you press enter, it sends the data to the code, and you can use the data inside your program. And make sure that if the data is not received in the page or the device is not working properly as per the expectation, then you have to just refresh the channels and resend it again, or try 2-3 times with a gap of 30 seconds, and it should work. It has always worked. I mean 100% of the time. It may take some time, it may stuck up, but it will still work. So hope this helped you, and this video has helped you in controlling or designing your home light through internet pages with the help of a microcontroller and local Wi-Fi. So thank you very much for watching this video. Bye bye.